India took a 1-0 lead in this series following a 6-wicket victory, chasing down 259 at Edgbaston with more than 6 overs to spare. While the final scoreline suggests an easy chase, the top order struggled. Virat Kohli missed out on a score in his 300th ODI, and Rohit Sharma failed to convert a promising start into a match-winning contribution. India shifted toward a strategy built on all-rounder depth. This structural change absorbs pressure, specifically when the traditional superstar-heavy model fails to deliver. This chart compares the run progression of both innings. The friction points that actually decided this match are highlighted here: England's collapse to 103 for 6, and India's early loss of top-order wickets during the chase. Evaluating this win requires analyzing the reliability of the lower-order safety net, which stayed intact even as the veteran anchors were removed from the equation. Under a traditional dominance model, a team expects its top 3 batters to produce roughly 70. That early restriction forced England's middle order to prioritize survival, which ultimately kept their total well below the 300-run mark. To make that early pressure count, the bowlers at the other end needed to prevent England from breaking loose once the ball grew older. This led to the second tactical input, using XR Patel to control the middle overs. Patel successfully disrupted England's recovery phase, breaking the partnership between Root and Dawson and finishing with 4 wickets to clear out the tail. The effectiveness of the bowling plan came from the transition between Bumrah's early pace restriction and Patel's middle over wickets. During the chase, Shubman Gill provided the primary batting input, scoring an aggressive 80 before retiring. His scoring rate meant the required run rate remained low, preventing the scoreboard from dictating the tempo of the innings. That early scoring cushion was entirely necessary, as veterans like Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli reached double figures but were unable to convert into a match-winning innings. Their departures left the middle order to navigate a rebuild without the assistance of experienced anchors. Because Gill had already lowered the pressure, the middle-order batters were able to settle in and play with a freedom that usually isn't possible after losing early superstars. This chart shows the momentum of the final partnership, tracking the runs scored by Axar Patel and Washington Sundar against the remaining balls in the innings. The duo delivered an unbeaten stand, finishing the chase with more than 6 overs to spare. This result shifts the tactical burden of finishing games away from specialist batters and onto multi-dimensional players. Axar Patel's performance was statistically rare, as he followed a 4-wicket haul with a rapid, unbeaten 55 off just 39 balls. While this approach worked for a target of 259, relying on a lower-order finish remains a high-risk gamble if the team is ever chasing a score north of 350. England attempted a similar middle-order rescue through Joe Root and Liam Dawson after their own top order faltered. India's middle overs bowling was more precise. They interrupted England's rhythm and prevented their rescue partnership from reaching a decisive total. Structural depth is a theoretical advantage that only pays off if your bowlers are capable of breaking the opponent's middle-order resistance. These are the final Insight Anchor match ratings for the opening ODI. India receives an 8.5 for batting, a 9.5 for bowling, and an 8.5 for fielding. England finishes with a much lower overall rating of 6.5. This match demonstrates that India's current squad configuration is capable of winning, even when its primary stars fail to contribute significant runs. Winning comfortably despite a top-order struggle is a strong indicator of a squad that can handle the unpredictability of a tournament. For tactical fans, this balance is a major positive. It suggests the team is no longer dependent on a single individual's performance to secure a result. For casual viewers, success in this era is increasingly measured by these collective contributions rather than individual centuries from Kohli or Rohit. The modern game requires all-rounders who can bowl a 10-over quota and strike at a high rate under pressure. India enters the second ODI with tactical momentum and a clear understanding of how their new structure operates in the field. To see if this blueprint holds up in the next match, subscribe for our full tactical breakdown of the second ODI.